talking about travel because I think we all want to go away.
Oh,
but,
we do.
Let's talk a little bit about your favorite products to include on your next trip, that it's going to make packing a little bit more efficient for you.
And you want to have, packing solutions, especially when you're someone who, let's say, might want to shop and buy things when you're away. You want to make sure that your luggage is kind of lighter on the way there because it's heavier on the way back.
Absolutely. So first, let's talk about the actual luggage because we're all in love with this case because of the way it rolls.
It is so smooth. So that's the Victorinox Swiss Army Spectra, and it's the extra large case. So when you're doing a trip that, let's say, a week or two or longer, then you do want the larger suitcase.
This isn't a weekend bag?
It's not. For some people, it is a weekend bag, but for me, it's a week or more, let's say. So I love something that, I like the hard case too, so you want to invest in something that is a bit better quality. For years, like my university years, I was always picking up whatever was cheap and the wheels would fall off, and it was like, that alone was 30 pounds. Right. And then you start adding your things into it. So a couple of other things to consider when you're traveling. I really love this little Rowenta travel steam iron.
Oh, so good.
I don't love ironing, but this thing is so tiny and the handle folds down, so that makes it even easier to pack. So this is especially great if you're going somewhere, let's say, and there's like a business trip involved, even though a lot of hotels do have the iron there. Or if you just want to look like you didn't sleep in your clothes, you might want a little travel steam iron, right? Depending on where you are.
I always travel with a steamer.
Do you?
Always, because it's usually work-related, and I can't walk around all rumpled.
Well, and you shouldn't.
I really shouldn't.
No.
Doesn't look good.
And for a lot of people who are now thinking about getting away for the winter, you want some sun protection, but also something that's fashionable. So for some people, they don't associate Tilly, for example, with having these really great fashionable little fedoras and hats. These are actually made from rice paper. And it's great because you want to think about having something that just keeps, the sun out of your face, and also in case you haven't brushed your hair and you're feeling a little rumpled that day, a hat always helps.
Very stylish.
I've started using packing cubes because especially when you have a really large suitcase and everything gets thrown in there, I equate it to taking all of the drawers out of your dresser and like dumping it out. Like everything's mixed up. So something like a packing cube, which you can find at a lot of places, is really great for organizing. You can do your little, like, let's say, toiletries. I like now, because I will pack just for a carry-on frequently, I'll put things like my socks and underwear into one of these, because if you go through security and they open up your suitcase, your socks and your underwear kind of go flying. Like,
it's the worst.
No, we're going to put that back in there.
Yeah, it's the worst.
At least, and this is like, these are my socks from home, not my underwear, but that's fine. So it's so easy because then you have everything kind of compartmentalized like that, right?
Can you wash these as well?
These, well, they're nylon, so I think, you could wash them, like wipe them down. It's also really great for your shoes. So if your shoes are kind of dirty, so for the gym as well, or for when you're traveling. Now, if you're traveling somewhere that might be a little bit wet, you often think about, well, we'll pack an umbrella, but packing rain boots takes up a lot
way too much space.
Of space. These are great. This is a company called Baffin, and they make these packable rain boots in different colors, but red was my favorite. They're light. They fold up. This little bag.
Oh, that is
isn't
amazing.
That great? So if you're going somewhere where you know the weather might be a little rainy, then this is a great solution so that you can avoid having those soggy feet, because nobody wants that.
You can take your boots
with you.
Which feels like a little bit of a luxury to be able to do. So it's nice that you can roll them up.
And people be like, look at her. She's not a tourist. She's a local.
She's a local. She has red
knows
rain
how
boots.
to dress for the weather. The rest of them with soggy feet, tourists.
That's right.
All right. So another thing when I'm packing, because I am sort of all over the place, is I like to be really efficient. So things like having a little passport wallet that you can put your ID, your boarding pass, things like that into, which is great. These I pulled from Lug, again, a really fantastic company that does a lot of really great travel accessories. I love this case. This is one of their new cases. It's like it's a stand-up cosmetic case. So you can put your brushes in there. You can put, your toothbrush, whatever. So this is really great because you can just like pack it up like this when you're in your hotel room. Little whatever.
Good.
It's just easy to find and really organized. Yeah, I love this. So this is really fantastic. And when I travel, I always like to make sure I have an extra bag with me. So sometimes if I have room, I pack the smaller hard side carry-on in the larger one. If I don't have room for that, I'll always pack an extra duffel. So look at this. Tiny, it even has a clip. So you don't even have to put it in your suitcase. You can clip it onto the strap of something else. And it unfolds
Into
into this. So this is the Lug Packable Puddle Jumper Bag.
Aww.
This bag is so fantastic. It's got all your little compartments, super lightweight, but look at all the extra room that it offers you when you're traveling. So you can also be taking this as a carry-on when you're coming back from that trip and you have all those extra shoes and things that you bought that you hadn't planned on, but suddenly you just need an extra bag and you don't want to be buying another suitcase.
It's so cute too. Don't you just love that bag?